Hello everyone, Spartan9013 here. Today we're going to go over Broly's character as a whole. So I decided to do a little research on personality disorders to see which one suits Broly the most, which one Broly fits the most, and which one he will be identified as in our society. And Broly is a very unique character now. So if you haven't watched the movie, what the hell are you waiting for? Go and watch it. Uh, the Broly movie has made over $100 million in less than 2 months, which is very impressive for an animated film. So let's get started. And my power scaling video will be at some point this week. This name of this disorder I cannot really pronounce, but the name is Schizotypal personality disorder. I cannot pronounce it. The first category he fits into this disorder is find making close relationships extremely difficult. In the movie, if Chila and her friend didn't approach Broly, then he would have never made friends at all. Really, let's be honest. The only friend he ever had was a furry creature, which really wasn't really a friend if I think about it. Because like I don't know, it feels weird to have a because the creature literally turned its back against Broly when Paragus literally cut off his ear. So I don't know if I could call that a friend. I mean, I don't know. Your own discretion, I guess. This is a 50-50 for me. This one. Think and express yourself in ways that others find odd, using unusual words or phrases. Broly usually behave in a way that is uncivilized, and also use large vocabulary when he was near his father. That's what we remember when his father was trying to make him have his manners, basically. So, yeah, Broly behaves in an odd way and uses unusual words. Like, yeah, behave in ways that others find eccentric. I do not know what that means. Why did I vote this? Disregard this one. Fuck this shit. Um, Feel very anxious and paranoid in social situations. Broly didn't seem to be all that social until Sheila and her friends started, socializing with him. So basically, if you do not approach Broly, he will not actually socialize with you at all. He'll try to avoid you. Yeah, I forgot to unvote this one. I apologize for that. This one I only found one antisocial personality disorder. I only found one for me. I only found one, and it's behave aggressively and get involved in fights easily. As we saw, Broly almost choked someone out in the freaking cafeteria in the freezer ship. So yeah, Broly is really aggressive when you push him. That's how I put it. I put it that way. Borderline personality disorder. Now have a strong sense of who you are, and it can change depending on who you're with. Again, when Broly is with Paragus, he behaves differently than he is with Sheila and her friend. He actually opens up, but with Paragus, he's more stiff. He's more nervous. He really feels awkward talking to other people with Paragus around. So his personality does change a little depending who he's with. This one I only found one as well. Be easily influenced by others. Paragus easily influenced Broly for most of his life. Um, he somewhat felt influenced by Chilai and her friend as well when they had their conversations and stuff like that, their interactions. They were I wouldn't say they were influencing him greatly, but they were influencing him in a way as being social, being friendly and stuff like that. But with Paragus, he was more of antisocial. Dependent personality disorder. This one was the one that I found that Broly fits in the most. Feel needy, weak, and unable to make decisions or function properly without help or support. He always needed Paragus on his side, even to interact. When he was introduced to Frieza, He didn't even greet Frieza, and Paragus had to apologize on his behalf. Allow others to assume responsibility for many years of you. Paragus feels responsible for Broly 100% of the time. He feels responsible. Uh, and he knows he made Broly that way. He knows, and he feels responsible for it. Agree to things you feel are wrong or you dislike to avoid being alone or losing someone's help, someone's support. Broly doesn't like fighting from what we've seen, and Paragus just molded him to become a monster, basically, his weapon. And Broly didn't like that, but instead of saying no, Broly, what he decided to do was stick around with Paragus because that's the only family he knew. We never been introduced to his mom. His mom probably is dead long before Frieza even killed destroyed Planet Vegeta. But regardless, Paragus was the only family Broly had, and so losing Paragus will hurt Broly a lot. Just like in the movie when Frieza killed Paragus, Broly felt some trauma, and he, he got angry and shit, because that was the only family he ever had. Have low self-esteem, self-confidence. Broly has very low self-confidence, especially when interacting with others. See other people as being much capable than you are. He viewed Paragus he basically put Paragus on a pedestal. Paragus was the bigger person than Broly in the movie, and we see how their their facial expressions say scream it, because Broly sees Paragus as this figurehead, as a superior, be seen by others as much too submissive and passive. Sheila and her friend really see Broly as this submissive and passive when it came to Paragus, and for obvious reasons. And these are my sources. I'm gonna link my source, in the description and in the comment section. But to close this, there's one that I didn't write, and that is PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. So his PTSD is electric shock therapy. Let's be real here. When Paragus was introducing the device to Frieza, Broly instantly tried to take off the necklace, the collar, right? And when Shilai took the remote from Paragus and showed it to Broly, you could see Broly was a bit afraid. In his face, you could see that he was basically thinking to himself, is she gonna bring the pain back? Because it is Broly's backstory is really sad. And I did a little bit of math for you guys, just for you to realize how much electricity Broly had to take in order for the electric shock therapy to actually work, right? And I'm here to take up my notebook. Sorry about that. Here we go. So, in the series, we can assume that an average human has a power level of 5. Alright? A power level of 5. So, let's see. So, a freaking lightning bolt, from what I've known. Let's see. Let me think about it for a second. I believe a lightning bolt is around 1 billion times. It has 1 billion volts. Yeah, I kind of messed up my notes a little. How many? Yeah, 1 billion volts, right? Now, in the Resurrection of F, Golden Frieza was around 100 quintillion. Alright, so Frieza is 20 quintillion times stronger than an average human. Now, taking that information, right, we would assume that Goku and Vegeta have a power level of 100 quintillion, 100 quadrillion, just because due to the fact that they were a little bit stronger than Frieza. Both are both of them are around four. Goku and Vegeta are 20 quintillion, 20 quadrillion times stronger than humans. After the tournament of power, we could assume that they are 300 quintillion, 300 quadrillion. Broly will be full power base form. Broly will be 300 quintillion, and Broly's suppressed will be 100 million. Broly is 60 quintillion times stronger than an average human. Wait, give me a second here. Wait, no. No, full power Broly, I could assume, is 300 quintillion. So, taking that into consideration, I did a shit ton of math. Alright, Broly is 60 quintillion times stronger than an average human. So Broly is 20 million stronger than a normal human. So the average voltage, right, to the voltage you need to hurt Broly, right? And this will shock you, but it will be 2 quadrillion volts, right? To hurt a suppressed Broly, because Broly was in his suppressed form every time Burgess pull off the electric shock. So it's safe to say that the necklace, the collar, who had around 2 quadrillion volts. And that's a huge amount of electricity. I don't know how Pericles kept that thing so powerful. Because to hurt Broly, that's how much it would take. Because in real life, there's people who have survived lightning bolts, right? And lightning bolts are around 1 billion volts. Lightning bolts are around 1 billion volts. So I did the math to try to figure out how much it would take for a Sea Warrior to actually get hurt. I actually divided 1 billion volts with whatever the power levels I assumed there were. So that's how I got the answers. I think that's how I did it, right? Yeah, I think it. No, yeah. That's how I did it. That's how I did it. I divided that. Right, I divided suppress Broly's power level by a billion. Then I got 2 quadrillion. 2 quadrillion. If I know correct. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did. Alright, so that's the video for today. Like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Um, I may or may be wrong about my math here. Just take it with a grain of salt, though. Take it with a grain of salt because I don't know because these are huge numbers and I'm not used to dealing with these kind of huge numbers. But I try my best, and I feel like 2 quadrillion volts are more than enough to hurt a suppressed Broly. So I would, um, so any power skillers over there like Seth and Shock and any of you guys, if you guys want to debunk the video, is fine. Like I want that, I want someone else's opinion on this as well, to pitch in and stuff like that, and see, tell me what I did wrong and what I need to improve upon, because that's what I want to do with this channel. I want to improve the quality of my content, and I need someone else's insight on what I do wrong and stuff like that. And I feel one of the many things I do wrong, first is my editing, secondly my math, right? I didn't even leave a lot of notes. I just put down numbers and divide it with a calculator and stuff like that. So I had to literally right now I had to figure out what I just did. But yeah, that's what the answer I came up with, how many votes Broly had to take in order for him to get hurt. So Seth, guys, if you guys want to debunk this video, you could do so. I really don't care. I just want to see someone else's opinion, and you know I need someone else's opinion on this because I think I did right. I think I'm right, but something tells me I'm a little wrong too. So take my little quote unquote scaling on the voltage of his collar with a grain of salt, basically. So like and subscribe to the channel and see you soon.